Hey, you guys, it's time for another live with Lauren. Um, can you believe that this is day 4? And today we are going to decorate cookies again. So, just a little recap. Monday, I got on and I talked all about butter. So, you can watch that. Tuesday, these are all on my page. Tuesday, I decorated the cutest little bunny cookie, my favorite cookie out of the Cheerful box. Wednesday, I talked all about flour. You can find the flour and the butter tutorial on, not tutorial, I'm sorry. You can find the butter and the flour information on my blog on cheerfulbaker.com if you want to read about that. If you hop on, tell me hello. And we will get started as soon as I figure out how to pause or how to quiet. I don't know how to do it. Hopefully we won't have many dings. But y'all, are you all ready? Now this is the flour out of my Cheerful Box Easter subscription. And if you're interested in knowing more about that, you can go to cheerfulbaker.com as well. It is the cookie decorating class that comes right to your door. And it's a lot of fun. And this year hopefully teach people lots of things every month. But this year, I really want to teach some flowers in the sets because many of you have been with me since the beginning, and I want to make sure that you are learning new things. And if you are a new cookie decorator, flowers are sometimes something that is intimidating. So, but they don't have to be. You can do flowers so many different ways. So let's go ahead and watch the video. And I'm not going to talk during this video, but because I think I do a better job during this particular one. The dialogue or the talking that I do during the video, I think is fine. But I'll be here answering questions. If you have a question, we can pause and let's get started. Now, let's do our floral cookie. Here I am creating the center of my cookie. It's going to be a triangle just with my scribe. And then I am going to pipe it with the yellow and then fill it in with the yellow. Now I want to show you the consistency that I'm going to use for my flowers. Here is my icing. Do you see how that tip is straight out? It's very thick. It doesn't move. Okay, now we have the icing in our tip, and I'm going to hold the bag and the tip so that the large part of the tip is down and the small part of the tip is up. And I'm just squeezing, and you'll notice I'm hardly even moving the tip. The floral tip is what is really doing the work. You do want to make sure that you have the small part of the tip up. That way your flower petal is not going to be too thick. Let me just tell you all what I mean by that. If you haven't used these tips, floral tips, is it's sort of the shape of a raindrop. So this, a raindrop, how it comes down as an oval with a very tight tip at the top. That's how these tips are. So when I mentioned that you want to use the skinny part of the tip up, that means when the icing comes out of the skinnier part of the tip, it's going to be thinner. And that's what you want your flower petal edge to be. You want the thicker part of the flower to be down at the base. So that's what I mean when I say you're holding the tip with the thin part at the top, just like if the raindrop were actually falling from the sky. It would fall with the fat part at the bottom, and this tip right here has the fat part at the bottom. So I'm just squeezing it out, and that's going to create our floral shape. I just want to kind of cover up that hole, although it really doesn't matter. Now I'm going to show you how to do this cookie in two different ways. This is the first way. You can draw the little stamen, I think that's the right term, on the flower using the brown icing. A lot of people like to do this on their flowers. It adds a little bit more of a realistic look. You can decide whether you like it this way or like it the other way. I like it the other way a little bit better, but I just wanted to show you how to do it both ways. You do want to make sure that you have very thick piping icing when you're doing this. Also, if you don't want to use a tipless bag, a good tip number for this would be a tip number 1.5 because it's really small. So I'm just going to keep going around with the brown until I go around the whole flower center. Now I'm going to take that same thick pink icing and I'm going to do the same thing that I just did, going from the bottom of the cookie, and I am kind of moving the tip up and down a little bit because I have a larger area to cover, and you're going to see how I fix that part on the left here in just 1 second. Because I didn't make the yellow big enough. So all I'm going to do is take my finger. I don't show this on the video, but I just smushed very gently that icing down. Now this is something that you can do. This is called molding royal icing. It's thicker icing, and as long as your finger is completely dry and of course clean, you can manipulate the icing. Now here, I did not do the brown on top. I just filled it in with yellow. Once I had created the flower, I added a little bit more yellow on top. And then once it had crusted over, I'm going to take that yellow piping icing and just create little dots. So there's option 2. So that was pretty quick and easy, right? I just put down that it is Wilton tip number 125, which is what I use for the large flower. So as you can see, that was not a difficult flower, but it was really, really pretty. The main thing when you're doing florals is to make sure that you're holding the tip correctly. Again, it's always the skinnier side up, the wider side at the bottom, and then that you have the right consistency of icing. I do add a little bit of water to my icing when it first comes out of the bag or first comes out of the mixer. Otherwise, it's just going to kill your hand. So you do want it to have a little bit of a little bit of moisture, but you want to make sure that you have that when you pull it out and you hold that tip up, that your icing is sticking out straight. That way you will know that it's thick enough. So do you all have any questions about that particular cookie? You can even, like when I did the little brown stamen, you can go all out. You can get a teeny tiny little tip, like a tip number 1, and make the lines really, really small and put a little dot on top of them in white. I mean, you can just go all out with a flower like this, but I think it's a very simple flower. You could use it in whatever sets that you have, baby shower, wedding, of course, Easter, spring, and just change the color to match whatever color palette that you're using for your cookies. Thank you, Karen, for saying that it is pretty. I really appreciate that. I love flowers. And if you all are interested in, um, hold on, in this set, you can go to cheerfulbaker.com and you can choose it as a one-time purchase, or you can save with our monthly subscription. And it comes right to your door. It has all of the cookie cutters that you see in it. It also has the clip art. It has the stencil. It has the list of all the colors and everything that you need in the class. It has the step-by-step YouTube tutorial that you can watch and rewind and watch as many times as you want. It has, a couple other little floral designs in it. And it also, if you do the subscription, you get my Royal Icing 101 class. It comes along with it for free, as well as my Royal Icing and meringue powder recipes. And you get access, you get invited to the Cheerful Cookie Club on Facebook, which is filled with just wonderful, wonderful people. You'll find your cookie bestie in that group. And then I also wanted to share that I'm great for you all to use my cookie designs in classes. So if you see this and you think, man, that would make the greatest class, that's cool with me. I have a class tonight. I've been getting ready all day. It's super fun. That's my favorite thing to do. So tomorrow, I'm going to talk about cookie dough. Now, either tomorrow or Saturday is going to be recorded because tomorrow is my mother's 87th birthday. And so I'm either going to spend tomorrow or Saturday with her. And so one of those days will be recorded, but you can still leave comments. And then next week, we are going to talk about the next box, which is, I can't wait to share with you all. I might actually do that tomorrow. Should I do that tomorrow? Should I do the box reveal? I think I'll do that tomorrow because I think all my subscribers have it already, and I can't wait to share it with you all. So I think I'll do that tomorrow too. We'll do the new box reveal. So thanks for watching today. I'm going to go back and whoops. I'm going to go back in the kitchen now and get ready for my class today. But as always, if you have any questions after watching this, feel free to ask and I'll answer them. Have a great, cheerful day. Bye.